How's it going, everybody? I have a little bit of a news update for you guys. Now, it's nothing too crazy, but in regards to Darth Maul and his voice lines and how people just haven't been very happy, including myself, with the new voice lines, they're just a little bit underwhelming. Obi-Wan just says Maul, and Darth Maul just says Kenobi. And they're just not what people expected. So I have a clip for you guys. It came from Sam Witwer's stream, and if you guys don't know who that is, he does the voices of Palpatine and Darth Maul, and he's voiced Darth Maul in the Clone Wars and Rebels, and he even did the voice for Maul in Solo. And he was also Starkiller, and he's also in Days Gone. Like, he's done a lot of stuff. He's a really cool dude. And he was streaming this game on Battlefront, and this is what he had to say about Darth Maul's voice line.
All right. Guys, they work really, really hard on this game. They really do. However, I want to just say, it wasn't scripted, but I blew my damn vocal cords out going, Kenobi, doing that, because I knew you guys would want that, and I told them they're going to want that. And I've been reading online that they want that.
So as you can tell, he obviously thought the same as we did, and that is that, I mean, when we heard that Darth Maul was going to say Kenobi, we all imagined that he would scream Kenobi like he does in Rebels. Kenobi! So this clip got a little bit of traction on Reddit, and there's been people tweeting Ben and stuff about it. And then Ben actually did respond to somebody. He responded to this guy who said, hopefully they're saving the scream for an emote instead of a voice line. I don't think the line would be as interesting without the body language. And then Ben responded and said this. We'd of course really like to use the Kenobi, but feel like it's much more suitable to be an emote. Due to our patch timelines, we didn't have time to do the required animation that would come alongside it in time for July. But then Ben also responded to this guy who said just redo Maul's Kenobi line and we would be good, or add Kenobi, I have the high ground voice line. And that got 95 likes on Twitter. And then Ben said, we have the Kenobi, but thought it should be an emote rather than a voice line. Yeah, basically Ben acknowledged the fact that Sam said that, I mean, they had the voice line. Now, it would look bad if they didn't say anything at all. So, like if Sam comes out and he told everybody that he recorded that, and then that's something that everybody wants, and then Ben and the developers just completely ignored it. That would have looked pretty bad. So I think this is kind of Ben doing some damage control on the situation. So I guess the good news is that for those that really want that Kenobi voice line for Darth Maul, I mean, I guess we might get it as an emote. And I mean, every emote that we have is also a voice line. So I wonder if they're going to do it that way, or if they're just going to lock it to an emote. That way you have to look at the animation. Because if that's the argument that it has to be an emote, then like if they convert it over to both emote and voice line, then you're going to have what? Kenobi, just regular Kenobi. And then you're going to have the scream of Kenobi. Everyone's just going to use the scream. No one's ever going to use the regular version. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with that. But this raises the question, like, what are their plans with emotes and voice lines and stuff like this in the future? Then, after all this stuff kind of went down, Ben tweeted, if you could add one voice line to Star Wars Battlefront 2, what would it be? And EA Star Wars retweeted that. So if they're taking feedback from the community to get different voice lines, which I saw some pretty good ones down in the comments, like unlimited power for Palpatine, I have the high ground from Obi-Wan, like there's some pretty iconic quotes from Star Wars that they could use for voice lines and emotes and stuff. I don't necessarily have a problem with emotes and voice lines. I just don't think it should be the focus on their of their content, obviously. Like, I'm okay if they have just as many emotes for the heroes as they do the regular soldiers. Like, Obi-Wan can have 50 freaking emotes. I don't care. Because the audio team doesn't do the same as the rest of the team. Like, the audio people aren't going to work on bug fixes. So it's not like them adding more voice lines takes away from other stuff. They could always just keep adding more voice lines. So yeah, they're asking what voice lines we'd like to see. Maybe this means that they could potentially bring people back into the studio to record more. I don't know what they're going to do. But, I mean, the fact that Ben said that they're going to make it as an emote, so far that's the only little hint of new content that we've gotten in a freaking long time. We're not going to find out what is coming to the game until August, which is just around the corner. It's already July 24th as of recording this video, so here in about a month we'll be having the August update. So stay tuned for more news and more information as more info comes out for August update. I will be covering it here on the channel as always. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Check out another video. And then if you haven't yet, follow me on Twitch at Swanee Plays Games Live. That is where I do most of my streaming now. And that's going to do it for me, guys. And I'll talk to you all in the next video.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.